Honey,
Hola, ¿qué te pasa?
let's say there's an individual who seems to be going through a really rough time and they feel like they're stuck in this difficult situation or in a rut. What is it that they should do to get themselves unstuck, and out of that situation or that difficult time?
Just contact us at 190vision.com, at Facebook page.
Okay, what can they do for themselves to help themselves instead of us doing the work for us?
Call us, contact us.
Okay, there you go,
Brilliant.
190vision.com.
Right, so this recording is done.
It is not done. That's a common question that people ask. So how do I get myself over this? I keep coming back to the same thing. I feel like I'm stuck in a rut.
Right,
I
but that's
can't
why I'm
move
saying,
forward.
why do you think you keep stressing? Just contact us. And it doesn't have to be us. What's the hardest thing for anybody to do?
To ask for help?
Exactly, right? Because they want to figure it out on their own. We've all been there.
Right.
We've all done that. We've all made that mistake. And when you're in that situation, you can't see outside of that box that you're in.
True.
So by reaching out to somebody, they give you a different perspective on it.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be us, just somebody else that you know won't be biased. You know, they don't have anything to gain from it. Someone contacts us, we don't know them.
We don't.
And what do we have to gain from whatever they're told? Nothing. Okay?
Right.
So that's why I say that. But again, it doesn't have to be us. Now, how do you get out of a situation that you believe is a rut or is a challenge? You're stuck. Mm-hmm. Well, the first thing you have to do is to change that mindset, right? Mm-hmm. Because you're not really stuck.
Right.
You feel like you are. Mm-hmm. Now you understand why they should contact us. Because then we check to see all these things that could be holding this individual back. And it always starts with the way someone thinks.
Okay.
You know that?
With their perspective,
Right, exactly.
how they speak about themselves and their
correct.
situation. Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing that we have to correct or help them improve on. Mm-hmm. Because the moment you're talking about, oh, why am I stuck? Then you're bringing the frequency of what?
Of being stuck and staying in the same place.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the language you're using, that's what you're programming yourself with, and that's what you're attracting. You're attracting that energy of not being able to move forward. So the language has to change. Well, that's easier said than done, because if you don't know how to word it properly, there's still a challenge. Because instead, how many times have you had this happen? Let's use this question. Now, how do I get out of this? I feel stuck, right? Mm-hmm. That's what the person said. Not me. I'm just...
What the question is, right?
Okay. So now they watch this recording and then they say, oh, so all I have to do is change it? And now they say what? I'm not stuck anymore. I'm not stuck anymore. And they say this every day. What's the challenge with that?
By using the word not, you're canceling out and still saying you're stuck, but you're not helping yourself, because part of it is changing your perspective and then saying the opposite of what it is, from what I remember us talking about.
But isn't that the opposite? Because first they say
no,
they're stuck,
that's not the opposite.
They're not stuck.
No. You should be saying, maybe something like, I'm always moving forward in my career. I'm always advancing to better places, or what, I don't know what the situation could be.
Or we can say what? Every day, in every way.
I am getting better and better.
Right? Mm-hmm. Just by saying that. Try saying that, folks. Just say, every day, in every way, I am getting better, better, and better. Mm-hmm. And just say that 3 times. And just check your feeling when you're finished. And every day, you say that. Mm-hmm. As many times as you want to. And notice how all of a sudden, the way you feel changes. And I always tell individuals, when we talk about this, if someone asks you, so how are you doing today? There used to be a motivational speaker called Zig Ziglar. Mm-hmm. Right? And I love the guy because of his voice, really. I liked his voice.
Okay.
It was almost like a squeaky voice. It was hilarious. But he made the comment once. He was known for this. If you look him up on YouTube, you'll see, look him up now. Like, You can find videos of Zig Ziglar. I feel very sure of that. I've never
I
looked,
think so, probably
but-
on YouTube.
Exactly.
You can find just about anything on
he was
YouTube.
known for this saying. He said, if someone asked you, how are you feeling? How are you doing? He said, I am how did you put it?
I'm doing great and getting better by the minute.
Oh, you remember that? How do you remember that?
Because you used it many times in training.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm doing great and getting better by the minute. Now imagine saying that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now somebody out there who wants to be practical, because I've also heard people say this, but that's lying to myself. Okay? Well, if you take it as lying to yourself, then that's what it is.
Right.
However, if you know that you are a creator and that you are creating this into your environment and into your universe, it's a whole different story, isn't it?
You're changing your reality
Exactly.
by stating what you want and allowing the universe to go to work for you and supply it to you.
So for someone to say, well, no, that's lying to myself, they misunderstand that whole approach. They're thinking that they're talking to themselves. They don't realize that what they're doing is they are decreeing to the universe. They're telling the universe, hey, this is what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you must do.
Or you could look at it from a spiritual standpoint. I am co-creating with God when I do this
That's what it is.
in order to advance myself as a soul.
Right.
So every day, in every way, I am getting better, better, and better.
If you notice, it's every day,
In every way.
So you don't have to go, I've seen people do this, we give them decrees, all of a sudden they add things about their health and money and their kids and their parents.
Uh-huh.
And the whole decree session is supposed to take about 15 minutes. By the time they're done, it's about an hour.
Like
because
one of the Catholic litanies I used to say that would take over an hour.
I don't know why people think that it has to be long, right? If you just say every day and
You just want
every
to
way,
cover every base.
it covers everything.
But that does cover everything.
Right. The Ascended Masters is that you and I earlier today when we were driving home and then you made a comment and then I said, that means that, right? Remember that? You were saying something.
I don't remember what I was saying though.
But then whatever you were
Right,
saying.
it was correcting me because the words that I used made it sound definite one way, but you're like, no, it could possibly be this other way. I'm like, oh yeah, I should rearrange what I say or rephrase it. No?
No, you were being redundant in what you said. Because
Oh, that was earlier in the day.
right, this morning. Right? I don't recall what it was.
We have so many conversations, I lose track.
But anyway.
I don't remember what it was.
Anyway, by saying every way, covers everything.
In every way.
In every way. It covers everything. And instead of saying, okay, well, my chickens and my grandmother and, no, you're getting better and better and better.
In every single
every day,
way.
In every way. Zig Ziglar said, feeling great and getting better by the minute. Now imagine feeling great, you're already feeling great,
Mm-hmm.
but you're getting better by the minute. I mean, how much better can you be? You can't help but be great all the time.
Right.
And so, again, that goes back to changing perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So for the individual that thinks that he or she is stuck,
Mm-hmm.
change their perspective. If you feel stuck, you say, okay, I'm getting better. I'm great right now, but I'm getting better by the minute.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Plain and simple. One of the things we've shared with individuals is, and this is if you believe in God or if you believe in a higher being or a higher source, whatever it is, but this is about the Ascended Masters. And one of my favorite is Saint Germain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was we call him Saint Germain. So in France, the French people know about Saint Germain, so they have to.
Right, he's documented. They have books, diaries of him from different people in museums and
They have a
stuff.
city named after him.
Right,
Right?
they do.
The soccer team.
There was Saint Germain.
Right.
Mhm.
That's get it? It's named after him. I mean, they have all these things named after Saint Germain. But one of his embodiments was Saint Joseph, the father of Jesus.
Mhm.
So, but I always talk about him when it comes to this, because if you're in a situation that you feel is just too much for you, first of all, it shouldn't even have to be too much. You shouldn't even waste your time on situation you think is challenging. Don't even waste your time on it.
So basically, it's whenever you feel totally
Challenged.
stressed and challenged.
Not just challenged, not totally challenged, just challenged in any way.
Any challenge.
Yeah,
Okay.
anything that you think is beginning to bother you, right? So what do? You just say what? Beloved Saint Germain. Remember that decree?
I know a lot of them begin that way. Continue.
No, that's it. Beloved Saint Germain. There's another part too, but I'm just going to talk about the Saint Germain part. Beloved Saint Germain, take.
Oh, you take command of this entire situation. I shall not be moved.
Exactly.
Oh, that one.
Right. Right.
I figured it out.
And now, I say Saint Germain, but if someone is uncomfortable, feel uncomfortable saying Saint Germain, what could they say? They could put
You could
Jesus
put
in there.
anything in there. Right.
Not anything.
Well,
Anybody, any of the
ascended masters.
if
or
you're,
angels.
If you're in Hindu, right? If you're Hindu, put Shiva in there. You could put Ganesh. You could
Krishna.
put Krishna, right?
Parvati.
Because Krishna will go like this. Oh no, that line. Oh, that's only for Saint Germain. I'm not going to listen to you.
That only works for Christians. We're not going to help you.
It doesn't work that way, right? Or
Buddha.
Gautama Buddha, and Buddha says, "What are you talking about?"
I'm Chinese. Get all the rest of you.
That's not going to happen. Mother Kuan Yin, one of my favorites, right?
Yes.
She's like, no, I will not do that. That is not for me. No, she's not going to do that. She will do it
She's
anyway.
not trying to do accents.
Why not?
It sounds so bad.
Hey, I'm Chinese, so that
I hope
works.
she's laughing.
Of course she's laughing. They're probably looking at me like, do you know he would do silly stuff like that? She probably would say, Jesus, don't you know him like that? That boy is he's hilarious. Anyway, so you just say what? Beloved, I am present. That's your higher self.
Right.
Beloved, in my case, beloved Saint Germain, you take command of this entire situation. I shall not be moved, meaning I'm not going to let it bother me. So do that, and guess what happens? It's gone. And you keep saying that in multiples of 3. Everything is multiples of 3, right? That's the secret to that. And watch it just dissipate. It goes away. And every time something else tries to come to bother you, you just say that. And you can just substitute the name of the Ascended Master or the cosmic being with the one you're comfortable with. They don't care what name goes there. Jesus won't get upset. But Saint Germain won't get upset. They're using my line. That's just for me. They never do that.
Right.
It's Archangel Michael, fine. Beloved Archangel Michael, you take command. It doesn't matter. They're fine with that. So anyway, that's one way to handle that.
Okay.
So, what was the other part? So that's as far as them, like you feeling stressed, right?
Right. How to get unstuck. How to get out of their situation.
So the next thing is this. Then, if you want help from the cosmic realm, and I'll say the cosmic realm, right? I normally say the Ascended Masters, but
The heavenly realm. Spiritual realm.
that's what cosmic is, Hatcha.
Oh, okay. Got it. Cosmic. It's all encompassing.
Yes.
I got it now.
That goes back to that redundancy we talked about earlier.
Right. Now you see how it works.
So anyway, if you're requesting help, or you're going to get help from the Ascended Masters, I mean, it's a given. They won't ignore you. It doesn't matter what your race is. It doesn't matter what your religion is. They don't see a religion up there. A religion only exists on Earth, okay? It's the only place it exists. Up there, it's not like Buddha has his own church and Muhammad has his own church somewhere.
And they only help the people who follow them.
That's correct. Remember that joke you told me about? This is a good time to tell that joke.
Oh, a man died and he goes to heaven and gets to the pearly gates and St. Peter greets him. And he's taking him on a tour of heaven. You see all the Hindus and they're all dancing and laughing and partying, and same thing with the Muslims and the Protestant groups, and all these different religions are having fun. And then all of a sudden St. Peter starts going like this and says, shh, be really quiet past this door. So they were very quiet, and when they got past the door, the man finally said, why do we have to be so quiet going past that door? And St. Peter looked at him and said, oh, those are the Catholics. They think they're the only ones up here.
See, we can tell that joke because we're Catholics.
Yes, and my mom said, the Jehovah's Witnesses could do the same thing because they think they're the only ones who are going up to heaven. So anyway, you could do it with any religion.
But
But I'm
No.
Catholic, so I chose Catholic.
Exactly, because that's the way we were taught. That
Yes, that's what we, yes.
Only
the Catholics who've been
Right.
baptized and received the sacraments and followed the teachings of the Catholic Church are going to get to heaven.
right. If you didn't do that, you're not gonna go.
Pretty much,
You
yeah.
know? You'll be with the Hindus having fun.
That's right.
I'm okay with that.
I'll go party.
So, anyway, why did I bring up to show the point, right? That if you're closed-minded, if you're not open to accepting what the ascended masters or any of the cosmic beings have to offer you, but you're asking for help and guidance from them, then it's not going to work.
Right.
All right. Now, if you're in a situation that you feel, oh, this, I really want to get out of this, and you ask them for help, or you thank them for the help, you should be open to what it is that they're offering you.
Yes, the solutions.
All right? Now, what I mean by being open is more than what someone might think, because they might be thinking, oh, just follow it blindly. Number one, yes, just follow it blindly. All right? Because one of the most important things for everyone to understand is that the ascended masters are not prideful individuals. Jesus is not prideful. They killed him because he wanted to save us. So how much pride was there with that?
Right.
He didn't come back and say, look at me, I died for you guys, so you guys better listen to me. He didn't do that either, right? To show all humility. But what's important is that you know that because they lack the pride, that this is not about them looking good, that whatever they do is for your best interest. So why would you even question it? Why would you even hesitate? It's because we have our own pride. It's because
Right.
we want to be
We have our
in
own
control.
ego.
Exactly. You are so used to doing things for ourselves that now all of a sudden we're being guided. We're like, nah, I don't think so. Well, the moment you do that, then you're not open to the guidance that you're receiving. They won't force you to do anything that they guide you to do because you have your own free will. The ascended masters are not there to run your life. They're there to help you. And you have to step up and say, okay, I'm ready, you guide me, and I'm going. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I just remember the other recording we're supposed to do now.
All right.
Right. So if you want help from them, know that your spirit guides are there. They're waiting. And they're just like, come on, just come for help. Ask us
They're
for help.
waiting for you to
Exactly.
address them
All right, they want to
and thank
help
them for their help.
you. Right. They're ready to help you. But at the same time, you should be open to what it is they're going to help you with, the guidance that they'll give you. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And then you'll say, there is no God, there is no spirit guide. The ascended masters, they don't really exist. They don't care about me.
Right.
God doesn't care about me.
All because
That's
it didn't
not
go
true.
the way you wanted it to, maybe.
And that's why you wouldn't do it, right? Because
Right.
it's not the way you expected it to be.
Right, it's not
pretty
what
much
you
it is.
want.
Right.
And at this point, it's really not, if you're going to ask someone for help, it's really not about what you want and how you want to do it. It's what is the best option? What is the best way? And that's what you're being given when you're talking to your spirit guides, your angels, whoever it is that you're thanking for their assistance. They're giving you the best scenario for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's the second thing, right? Then the third
That
thing
was the
is...
third thing.
The third thing?
We're going on the fourth thing now.
Oh, fourth thing. Okay. So the fourth thing is that you have to want that change really badly. Your desire for it, right, has to be very high. So high that you can picture it happening, as people say.
You can feel it.
Right, they say positive thinking, right?
Yes.
So we could coin it that, but it's not really positive thinking. It's more about, it's like when I went to you and told you, you're going to marry me.
Yes.
There was no question about that in my mind.
No, you had no questions.
Exactly.
There wasn't even a question. You didn't even ask me. You just, you're going to marry me. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me.
Done, right? And we weren't even dating or anything like that.
Nope.
But I
Nope.
just knew that you were going to marry me and
Yeah.
case closed.
Yeah.
There's nothing to discuss, it's going to happen.
That's a story for another day. That's
I
even
remember you
funnier.
asked me, what makes you say that? I said, because I know. And I walked away. And that was it. We didn't even have a discussion about
Yeah, and I
that.
was like,
She did say no, folks, to this handsome, wonderful guy. I don't know, what's up with that?
They don't even know what you look like.
Well, I know what I look like. And you've told me what I look like. Even though I think she's biased, by the way. Anyway.
Of course I am.
Anyway, so the desire has to be there.
Right.
You know, 1,000% or more, infinite value for that. Because the bigger desire, then you're putting things in motion to make it happen. Mm-hmm. And then the last thing is this: focus on helping other people. You know, now you don't go out of your way, don't go like, oh, let me go find people to help. That's not the way it's supposed to work.
Mm-mm.
But situations will come up where there are folks to help in one way or the other. So you help them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the more you help them, see, the way it works is this: the more people that are there that will benefit from you getting what you want, then the higher the possibility of you getting what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not about you, it's about the other people.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
You know, the reason why Facebook is so popular is because it's helped billions of people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people might not think about that.
They're all connected. They're all finding one another and having conversations and catching up. You know, people are finding lost loved ones that they thought were gone forever, and like, wait, you're still around? Whoa.
So I see, the more we do things where it benefits other people, then we get the benefit as well.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that answers the question for individuals as far as how they get unstuck.
I think so. Start with being positive every day in every way. I'm getting better, better, and better. And then thank whomever you choose. I might tell you in presence, beloved Saint Germain, you take command of this entire situation. I shall not be moved.
When you feel
When you
something
feel it.
bothering you. You don't have to wait for it to overwhelm you.
Right.
Remember,
And
just don't waste your time with things that you feel are bothering. Let's say you start to get a thought in your head, and it's not a good thought. You know it's not a good thought. Maybe you start to imagine something bad happening to you, or you start to pull yourself down with these thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Just hand it over to one of the ascended masters, whether it's Jesus, Buddha, whomever it is. Say, yeah, you take command. How's it go?
You take command of this entire situation. I shall not be moved.
And keep saying that until you're not moved.
Right.
Yeah.
Another thing to do, thank your spirit guides, teachers, guardian angels, whomever it is, for giving you the guidance and showing you the way. And then be open to what's around you, to what will help you. And then we also talked about, wow, drawing a blank now. We just talked about it. We were just talking about helping others.
Oh, right.
And also your desire.
Others, right.
Before helping others was your desire. Your desire for this situation to be resolved. And then, of course, helping others. So those are 5 things. 5 things you can use to help yourself.
And when we say desire, we don't mean, what do you call it, words.
We're talking about you being emotionally engaged in your thought about getting out of the situation that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel like you're moving forward in your life. That kind of desire.
Okay. Not the one that makes you anxious and...
No, not the stressful desire.
Exactly. Okay. That's the term.
All right, so if this video has helped you and you think it'll help someone else, please share, like, subscribe, find us 190 Vision on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and our website.